H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. a lot of stuff going on. I got to get this out of my throat. A lot of stuff going on. I am a little it's just a whole lot of stuff going on. And I don't know where to start today. I'm telling y'all, it's one of those days. Shout out to everybody. I see you. Let me see. Tell you who I see. Every day we try to shout out the starting five of each. Chop Shop is unique. We stream simultaneously on two different platforms. Two different platforms. One stream goes to YouTube, one stream goes to Facebook, and they're all integrated into one feed. That's why I can see all of y'all's comments up and down. Sometimes they come so fast, so I'll miss them. I'll miss some sometimes. So don't be. And then if you got some of something, that's why I tell people, don't get mad if I talk about your tweet. I mean your comment. Your comment means something. Your comment means something. I don't good, bad, or whatever. Your comment means something. And I just really, really wanted to let y'all know that don't not comment because you're scared. Well, Rob, if you stand by your comment, don't be scared. But let me see where I want to go first. Let me talk to my starting five. Hold up, let's go. Dale Griggs and Facebook, Daryl Anderson, Keith Liggins, Mindy Collins is back. She been everywhere, y'all. Then Tanya Faulkner. So on YouTube we got Corey Willis, Tyrone Caldwell, Robert Young is in the building. Y'all share the show. If you on thumbs up if you're on YouTube. And I was sitting there waiting on the presser, because every Tuesday morning, I like the Coach Prime weekly press conference. I like it. I just, y'all, I don't know what it is that's, just being around. And I've been blessed enough to be in the sports industry for a long time and watching the polarization, people love hold up. People love the hate. They love it's love, hate, So I'm trying to look for something. And every time I think about this thing, man, uh, and I bring it, let me see, I think this is it. Hold up. Let's see. Did I got it? It's a ah I hadn't gotten it yet. But it's something that I wanted to share with y'all when I think about these guys out there, um, these athletes, these entertainers, um, and what his name? I think Teddy Roosevelt had this thing, Man in the Arena. All I got to do is Google it. And I just want to share that with to y'all because sometimes uh, we we just the Man in the Arena. I'm gonna pull it up, y'all. It's it was Teddy Roosevelt. It was Teddy Roosevelt. Uh, let's see. I'm trying to find it. Come on, what a speech. Okay. He said, it's not the critic who counts. What's up, Brad? Not the man who points out. Y'all got to check this out, man. Y'all check this out. You know, when just watching this Dion stuff and just Coach Prime stuff and just watching it, it just made me, and I didn't bring it up because I had it, I got it in my notes somewhere, but I had to find it. He said, it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. I wonder, should I translate this stuff to y'all? Because some of y'all probably don't, because some people might get it. He said the credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, but who does actually strive to do the deeds. Who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in the worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end of the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fail, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Did y'all get that? All these people who ain't never been through this stuff always got something to say. I know y'all sit back saying, damn, look it up. The Man in the Arena. The guy in the arena, the athlete, the person who put their reputation on the line. Instead of be back here every time somebody do something wrong, you got something to say. Got something slick to say. He ain't this. He ain't this. He ain't this. He ain't this. His shirt. He got a Nike shirt. It's great. I mean, people always got something to say. Because Eric Boone, I'm trying to adjust my chair, they haven't been in the arena. Tanya, they haven't been in the arena. I'm going back. What did he say? It's not the critic who counts. Not the man who point out every time Eric Boone make a mistake. Or how a strong man like Brad Kimmel stumbles. Or where the doer of these, not the talker of these, the doer of these, who could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena. Boom, whose face is marred by dust and sweat. Boy, that's gonna mess up a couple of y'all. They said this speech was a wild success. Several times the applause last went 2 minutes. That was probably the greatest demonstration ever given a foreign lecture. Wow. I just want to share that with y'all. Some of y'all already know this kind of stuff. But I just think about it, man. The man in the arena, man. It's okay to comment. It's okay. It's okay to comment. Think about it, y'all. Just think about it. We got these evaluators and everybody talking about the young players playing basketball. The critics. And it's okay to be, I guess, it's all right to be a critic, I guess. I guess it is. I guess. But I'm just, I guess I'm just a time in my life that's a lot different right now. So, but I heard this news, Brad. I heard that this was a lead story on one of the shows today. Somebody sent it to me. Where did I get it from? Somebody sent it to me. It's in my text, and I think Coach Prime was on a Zoom call yesterday. Affleck, whatever happened yesterday. What's up, my tech? Hey, Linda. Check this out. I know. Thank you, Rob. Rob said he can see the reflection. I know. I did that intentionally. That's intentional, Rob. He called me and said he can see. Yeah. I made sure that thing is angled just so you can see out the window. Thank you for noticing, Rob. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. But it was Prime. Go to Coach Prime again. Somebody else just texted me. Okay. Coach Prime, he said, you can't provoke me to say why opposing coaches keep making it personal. I'm going to need y'all help today. I need y'all to text somebody and tag somebody and tell somebody about the Chop Shop today. Text, tag, tell somebody about the Chop Shop today. Because I'm going to need you. I want y'all's opinion because I know sometimes, I've been watching people always waiting on. Listen, I got an opinion. Y'all understand that I do. I got one. But I want to hear what y'all have to say. Either it don't have to agree with mine. See, that's what I don't want. I want you to hear y'all's first. So I don't want nobody agreeing with me. Right? But he said, the guy asked him, of course, he said, you can't provoke me to say why. Because first of all, Prime don't know why opposing coaches. I mean, really, why? You can speculate why opposing coaches keep making it personal. Every coach he done played this, they keep making it personal to him. And the guy was trying to, y'all got to watch these reporters, man. That's why I really, really be very careful when guys come on this show to protect them. I want to get the truth out of them, but I want to protect them, right? I want to protect them. I'm not trying to get no story. I'm not trying to dig into your past. No, I'm just trying to. If you come on this show, I want you to tell your story. Eric Harris, if Monte Cora, she came on this show, I wanted y'all to know who she was. I wanted y'all to know what she was doing. But this reporter, Robert, you think it's a black confident thing? A black confident thing? So you think people have problems with black men being confident black men? Shit, black folk get mad at you. And the man said, don't let my confidence work on your insecurities. Because I'm who I am, that don't diminish who you are. What's up, Trey Phillips? Trey Phillips, because it's a lot of this going on in our community. When I bring stuff, y'all might think I'm talking about some national Mindy, but Mindy Collins know Robert Hatter gonna always bring it back home. He said, I believe it's because of the detention. I like that. Let me put y'all stuff up there. Rob had a good one. Rob had a good one. Keith had a good one. He put Keith up there too. Keith got a good one. Mindy, a national news show. This man got mollywopped. And they still leading the show with him. They sent it to me this morning. I didn't have a chance to see it yet. Mindy, when was the last time you saw somebody get beat by 30-something and you're leading the show with them? Thank you, Rob. Rob says sometime, y'all got to help me. But think about it. Prime said, you can't provoke me, other word, to say, you said. He said, you said. Because Prime, you can't go. I'm glad he didn't go for that one. You can't go for that one. People confuse confidence with cockiness when it comes to our black men. Shit, when it comes to our black women, they call y'all the angry black women. I think they're jealous and envious, especially. Wow, Keith Avery. Keith Avery. Keith Avery, you might be on to something. But Keith Avery, these coaches are millionaires. They can buy them kids some suits. Coach Michael, what's his name? Michael Strahan give them a suit. You're jealous of that? Y'all see, it's some jealousy going on in our own community. It's some jealousy going on against Jimmy and I. It's some jealousy going on in summer basketball. Jimmy had a quote this morning. Y'all know I'm gonna bring it back home. Y'all already know. He had a quote this morning. Not a quote. He had a tweet this morning. Where is grassroots? He said, how come so many grassroots coaches talk down on kids playing with other teams? I got more. A couple of months later, that same kids jump ship and is wearing their uniform. Then all of a sudden, y'all sleeping on this kid. I know it ain't 100 kids in the country better than him. Sterling. What's up, baby? Sterling Creeks. I got your name right that time. What's up, Lance? I think most of the coaches hate one on Prime because he didn't have to move up the coaching ranks. That's a good one. And I'm going to tell you why that's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen. I know many can attest to this. Freight can attest to this. People who've been on here for a long time, they can attest to this. It's some black coaches who were jealous of Penny. And many, y'all was thinking I was just taking up for him because I like him. I love him. He's my dude. Yes, I'm doing that. But I know it's some jealousy out there against him. He told them people, they was trying to persuade him to be an assistant coach first. He said, no, I'm nobody's assistant. But you ain't coached nowhere. Prime didn't coach nowhere. Penny and Prime got this parallel, and I got it somewhere, y'all. I got it in my notes. I just didn't. But him and Penny got this parallel with each other, and even our own coaches, Sterling, be jealous of us. It's y'all just think about it. Just think about it. First thing they got to do when Penny started getting them high profile dudes, instead of saying, man, he pulled that trick. First thing the black coaches were saying to me, man, now you got to win. He started off his first 5 seasons, y'all, with 20 wins every year. Cal didn't do that. Krzyzewski didn't do that in their first 5 years. Y'all follow me? All I ask y'all to do is appreciate our guys in these positions, because your son might be in this position one day. Your cousin, your nephew, your niece. And not just because of that, just do it. How is it hurting me talking about how great of a golfer Eric Boone is? That didn't... And I'm saying this because I play golf a lot. Me saying him and Robert Young are great golfers, how does that diminish me? How does that diminish me? Thank you. Keith Avery, I used to hear it. I didn't never let those guys talk. They was trying to turn me against Prime. Man, he got the school closed down. No, he did not. He wasn't over the administrative part. She said, when a coach talked about another player, they wish they had, yeah. Okay, let me keep going. Let me see if I miss anybody. Let me tell y'all something, man. Man, do you know they got to get that man see, think about this. King Sticks, there you go again. Man, get you some wine, man. Lay off the Henny and get you some wine. Sean Payton's 2 blowouts away from going fishing. Got to be out your mind. King Sticks, do me a favor. Go and Google Sean Payton's contract. Okay? Go Google that contract. But yo. Who is that says something? Now I know a lot of coaches. Why is he in commercials? Why is he in commercials already? And for King Sticks, and who was my other guy on there yesterday? SoCal. What? SoCal, where you at, man? SoCal. And the reason I put this up And SoCal didn't understand it. He missed the boat. Cause sometimes y'all make this stuff personal. Let me find something for SoCal. I want to do this one more time. Let me see. Uh, what's the dude name? Y'all know when I put up yesterday, Oregon, uh, Oregon players, uh, when they got beat. Oh yeah. The reason I put that up there because that was Lanning's first year as a college coach, and he got mollywopped by Georgia, where he used to coach. Prime gonna be all right when he can get his own people in. You follow me? But do you have to pay your dues? That's what they said. Do y'all ask me, Mate, in your industry, y'all, I don't do nothing but give kudos to the people who came behind me in the sports industry. You know why? Because it don't hurt. I mean, some people said Rich Paul didn't pay his dues. If it wasn't for LeBron, it's true. It's probably true. Do you have to pay your dues? Think about this. Tom Brady became an owner immediately. He became an owner immediately after he stopped playing. Hey, Crystal, do you think they didn't do that for Dion? See, some people, man, I was looking at Penny. And the reason I can bring this thing to Penny, because I used to see the jealousy, you know, of these black coaches, even the black coaches. That's why y'all remember, and y'all need to share this show because some of these guys need to hear this. Crystal said, crabs of the barrel mentality is dangerous. Adults need to know these kids are watching and listening. That's Crystal. That's why I act the way I do, because I know kids are listening. They coming back telling me, I saw you on the show, man. You crazy. He said, but man, you real. And one kid said, I love how you post. Everything you post is positive. These kids are watching y'all, man. Gory Allen, these kids, Prime got a gold jacket in Canton. He talked the talk back, says, yes. But Gory, this what got me. This what got me. The interviewer was trying to provoke him to sing why opposing coaches keep making it personal. To stay on task. Dion was smart enough to say, you can't provoke me to sing. You tell me why they doing it. Yeah. Kedrick Lewis, I ain't got time for you today, man. For real. Ain't got time. I ain't got time. What's up, Frank? Frank! Glad you're here. Yo, boy. You know him better than I do. Coach Prime told a reporter yesterday, you can't provoke me to say why opposing coaches keep making it personal. Because the guy was trying to get him to say the race, because it kill me when people always That race thing is a touchy subject. You know why? Because it's true. It's a touchy subject because it's true. He said most of these guys are Prime's age. He outshined them in college, and now he's getting ready to outshine. But Keith Avery, Keith Avery, Keith Avery. Me and this man right here was in the same business, Frank Miles. It's been 30 years. We still been friends. We didn't work for the same company. Matter of fact, we were competing for the same athletes, and he's still my dude. Because guess what? I'm not gonna never down him to a player for me to get the player. Keith Avery. Never. Never. I just and see and I know a lot of y'all ain't like that. Y'all got the morph into that or grow into that. Because most people are just haters and jealous. So most people are say petty, and then they call it petty. I mean, some people just can't stand. And I'm just a guy I'm a guy on the golf course. If you hit a good shot, I'm gonna say you hit a good shot. But Frank, I be out there hitting so many good shots and don't nobody say nothing. And maybe it's because I hit so many. I don't know what it is. So all they'll be saying, good shot, good shot, good shot, good. And maybe they get tired of saying it. I don't know. But some people just assume that's what I'm supposed to do. But I'm sitting here. And let me just show you how blind people are. I'm going to show you how blind people are. People, they're on this show right here, Kevin Freidman. What the hell you going to talk about? I mentioned that. We don't need you to announce that. I'm live on this show. It happens all the time, Keith. It happens all the time. This happens all the time. You can't watch two things at the same time. I got a book that you need to go get called Stolen Focus. Kevin Freidman. It's called Stolen Focus. These people kill me. You can't do two things at the same time and be great at them. Oh boy, these people killing me. These people kill me. These people kill me. See, the man gonna make me focus because he just said something, and I'm with him watching because I'm reading this book. See what did happen? Y'all done messed around and I just like to read. Okay, it's not your fault you can't focus. It's by design. We are living through an epidemic of distraction. You gonna miss something on this platform that can help you and your family over there listening. Some you say you can listen to both at the same time. Share the show. I don't, you know what? If y'all notice, I don't like to tell y'all to share and thumbs up. I don't like to. I really don't like to. I don't like to ask nobody for that. I don't. hit the thumbs up, because we got one guy who trolls the show, but he always want to worry about how many people watching and how many thumbs up there are. We got one guy that just that's it. It's unbelievable. But the solution to our attention crisis is not to try harder. You got to change the system. The problem is not that we're not trying hard to focus. The problem is that the world is making it harder for you to focus. So they put Friedman, we need to design our world in a way that supports focus and not undermine it. I bet you they ain't telling you this at the press conference. The more we switch between tasks, the less effective we become. Let me get a drink. Boy, I'm helping us. Help me. Check this out. Empathy is one of the most complex forms of attention that we have. And the most precious. Empathy. Y'all really, I know a lot of people like sympathy, but I don't hear too many people talk about empathy. See, mind wandering is not a sign of weakness. Don't get it twisted. Talk to me. Or laziness. It's a crucial part of the way the brain works. I studied this, right? See, the companies that make these devices are making billions of dollars by selling our attention. So, thank you, Freight. So everybody back. Paul Miranda, they said his dues, he got to pay his dues. Talking about Prime. Talking about Prime got to pay his dues. Paul Miranda. That's what they said. But Tom Brady can become an owner immediately after finish playing. Everybody can't do that. He ain't paid his dues. See, what we don't understand, perfect example. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I remember talking to a college coach trying to get a former NBA player a job. And that college coach that all of y'all know, I'm not calling his name, but I know you know him, Paul Miranda, told me, man, he won't be hungry enough because he been in the NBA. He ain't gonna want to be no assistant. He telling me everything that he wasn't gonna be. He ain't gonna pay his dues, become a GA and all of that, and the video coordinator and all of that stuff. They call that paying their dues. Yes. Let me answer this question right now. Let me answer this question. We're gonna always gonna talk about Prime. Because he's doing something that it's a phenomenon. If you study the history of sports like I have, yeah. Always talk about him because he's always going to have a life lesson for you. This is why I talk about Prime on this show.
I'll read this to you today. I need to play this week. We need to get everything we can so I can get back on the field. I'm not taking no for an answer. Who you think sent me that? How did you know that? Because what? No, you ain't ready, and I care about you more than I care about this game. You're going to change the game of football one day when you're healthy and ready. Your future is brighter than mine ever will be and ever was. Relax and get healthy. I love you, son. That was the conversation. I care about y'all more than I care about this game. But I want you to learn throughout this game and throughout trials and tribulations who you are.
That's why I'm going to talk about that man. That's why. In case you're wondering how many times we going to talk about him for the last month, we should have been talking about him more than that. Should have been. Should have been. Talk about him way more than this. Just think about it. Yeah, I'm putting some stuff together over here. Hold on, y'all. Putting some stuff together. Mess around and do something this great. I'll talk about you for a month. I just don't even think y'all understand what's going on. See, Prime done paid his dues. Like somebody said this morning. His dues were paid. Maybe at a different bank from y'all's, but his dues were paid. Y'all get that one. Y'all get that one later. Hold up. Let me see here. Y'all get that one later. Absolutely. See, it's a good one. He just put up there. That's a good one. I got to put that one up. It's funny, even though Oregon won. It ain't about winning and losing. This man winning every day. It ain't about who won the game. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was a good one. That was a good one. It ain't. That's a good one. I too. That's a good one. Still talking about it. Because guess what? Because his story is still going on. Hey, he's still doing stuff. He's still doing stuff, y'all. You know what it's making me? You know what it does to me? It make me say, man, I got to do more. That's what he should be telling all of y'all. I got to do more. His dues were paid. Now, where does this happen at? They lost 42-6. And it's the most watched game in 2023 college football season thus far, surpassing the nail biter between Ohio State and Notre Dame. Talk to me, Keith Avery. Keith Avery. Talk to me, bro. I got something when I come here. All my basketball guys, y'all got. I need y'all. I need y'all. Stay there a second, because I want to do something. I need to talk to y'all about something. I need to talk about something. This stuff this dude doing, man, it's just. But here we go.
And tequilas. So there's cigars that go with every drink.
His job of being an aficionado is equivalent to being a sommelier, a wine expert. And so a lot of people come over here and they order food from next door, which is we're a Cajun Creole restaurant, and he'll match up a stick with it. We're just providing a place for people to come and socialize in a rich environment. And we're in a growing area, and we think it's time for this area to have something like this.
Do y'all think one of his kids would hit a woman's security guard? That's why we got to talk about him. This is why we got to make sure our kids understand it's a better way of doing things. It's a better way of doing things. Do you think one of his football players go up and go to stands, the security told her, just you can't go up at the stand and you swing? Do you think one of those kids on that team would do that? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we need to keep talking about surprise. And so, I think this matter said we've been talking about him for a month. Now I've been talking about him for 3-4 years, for 4 or 5. Ever since he went to Jackson State, I've been talking about it. Because every day I'm just watching and watching. I'm watching. You know, we got situations you can't even go over way in the hood, right around the corner right around the corner from TSU, at the spot that probably all of y'all done been to before. They put the guy out, he want to come back in and shoot the damn place up. What's wrong? What's wrong? If you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, Coach Prime. Thank you so much. But got something else for you. And I saw this and I said, wait a minute, hold on. First of all, I saw Willie Cauley-Stein. I think he's overseas. I don't know where he's playing, one of them teams. I can't pronounce all these names. But he got to talking about what the NBA is not. And the NBA ain't this no more. NBA ain't the coach. Just because you got cut, you are simple. See, all y'all talking about, I want my son to be tall. This dude's 7 foot and can't get a damn job. He overseas. Then Jabari Parker, who's supposed to be the next one. He calls out the NBA, describing the league as watered down and outlining why he chose to leave for Barcelona, which is a great place to be. Oh, don't get me wrong. Barcelona, yes. He said, I just wanted to be a part of something legitimate. Dude, you averaged 3 points, 6 points, 2 points the last 3 years in the NBA. But he said he wanted to be part of something legitimate. I wanted to be a part of every game matters. Sadly, the NBA, this is him talking, is a business. Duh. He said, sadly, the business, NBA is a business, and there are 10 to 12 teams that are trying to win every game, and the other half are trying to get a draft pick, which might be true. Where does that leave the good players? You either have to be a super good or bad to lose games. It's no excuse. You see, DeMarcus Cousins, duh. Dwight Howard, duh. John Wall, duh. Guys who are potentially going into the Hall of Fame, seeing these guys not have a job, we are seeing the league getting watered down, unfortunately. Will y'all go back and tell me the guys he just mentioned? DeMarcus Cousins. Who? I told you. Y'all getting this? Because I ain't seen nobody say that. Hold on. Yeah, I done switched from the CFB. We'll come back. Listen to me, y'all. Did y'all hear what I just said? Jabari Parker, go Google him if you don't know who he is. He was a can't miss lottery pick. Came out when Andrew Wiggins came out. And I never forget, I'm in Vegas. I'm in Vegas. I'll tell you off air, Keith, who it was. I'm in Vegas. I'm sitting over at Impact watching these guys work out. And I just said, I think Andrew Wiggins is better. And some people y'all go really, boy, if I call these names out, I ain't gonna call their names out. Looked at me like I said something. One of them was from Chicago. He looked at me like I said something blasphemy. That's Jabari Parker. How can you say that about Jabari Parker, Robert? But Jabari Parker said he calls out the NBA. And do y'all agree or not? Some of y'all might agree. I don't know. He said, the NBA is watered down. And he chose to leave for Barcelona. Dude, I know you went on 3 free agent trials and they didn't want your ass. Phoenix didn't want you and 2 more teams didn't want you, sir. I just want to be a part of something legitimate. So he's saying the NBA is not legit. Not legit to quit. Hold on. Y'all got to help me. Y'all got to help me. I don't care what I don't care nothing about what his religion is. I don't care. Some of these folks ain't got. I'd rather him have other religion without having none. So I don't care about his religion. Y'all think about what I said. He just said you either have to be super good or bad to lose games. It's no excuse to see DeMarcus Cousins, DeMarcus Cousins, a guy. See, toward the end of your career in basketball, people got to want you around. People got to want you around, man. I wouldn't want to be around that guy. I don't want to be around Dwight Howard. I like John Wall, but I don't know about traveling with him. See, guys like DeMarcus Cousins, I'll never forget this. Sean, what is that? Man, what's Sean's last name? God, I keep forgetting this man's last name. Sean, announcer for San Antonio Spurs. He played for the San Antonio Spurs, went to Arizona. Sean, y'all help me. Help me with Sean. Help me with this. Somebody help me. He was announcing the game. Sean Elliott, thank you, Sean Elliott. He was announcing the game, Paul. I'll never forget this. He announcing the game, and he had some critical things to say about DeMarcus Cousins. Thank you, Jerry Jones. Shadow Show, Jerry Jones. Has some, things to say about it. So, game's over. DeMarcus Cousins goes to the dressing room. I guess look at his phone in the dressing room and came back out confronting Sean about stuff he said about him on television. Who does that? Want to fight? High school. We went to Atlanta. Franchise All-Stars. Team that I sponsored. Went to Atlanta because we wanted our guy, John Henson, to play against DeMarcus Cousins, Ronaldo Sidney, and Derek Favors. We went down there. Took care of our business. Marcus Cousins cussing my coach out, a grown man. ain't never met this coach before in his life. Cussing him out and calling him all kinds. Just just cussing. He's in high school. Paul Miranda. In high school. John Wall. Throwing up the gang signs. Dwight Howard. I don't even want to talk about him. But this is the second former NBA player who came out to bash the league because they aren't good enough to stay in it. Wow. And then I saw this. All my hip hop fans, where y'all at? Because y'all got to explain this to me because I must have missed the boat on this one. Then I'm going to come back because I got something else. I need y'all to help me with this one, though. Okay? Because I saw something. Need you to help me. That's right. That's why he can't get a job right now. Coming out. That discussion, since I'm glad. That discussion cost him. Depending on what he said. That discussion cost his ass. Now he's begging for a job. That discussion, along with, y'all think about this. Jerry Jones, NBA player, me and Darryl Barnes are me. No, you leave that man a professional. You take your black ass and play basketball and let him talk about what he do. That's his job and you got a job to do. He got a job and you got a job to do. You want to fight and come to that ain't your place to come out your dressing room to come and I don't even want to talk about that because if just to think like that, that's unbelievable. Just to think, not to fight him, but to have discussion. No. First of all, you done got your ass whooped. Why you in there watching your phone? You should be getting dressed and take a shower and take your country ass on back where you supposed and going on home somewhere. That's what you should have been doing as a player. But back to him. He was so disruptive. This same guy right here, the guy who should have a discussion. Let me use who was I using a minute ago? Me, Jerry Jones. I hope Jerry Jones. That man got a name like Jerry Jones. I don't even want to use. I'm gonna use it. Me, Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, you DeMarcus Cousins. Darryl Barnes, you Peja. And I'm Vlade Divac. Right? All of us get on the plane, private plane, fly. DeMarcus Cousins, his whole family and his whole crew, because he made the All-Star game in New Orleans. We get on the plane, all of us now, we on the plane with him. Jerry Jones, happy. We go to the All-Star game. On that Sunday, after the game, we trade his ass. Hey, me and Darryl Barnes, we said, man, we trading his ass. We don't want that. We trading. After the All-Star game. So, we know he's so ignorant, Jerry Jones. We know you so ignorant. Me and Darryl Barnes said, you and your family, y'all can take our private plane on back by yourself. We ain't getting on that plane with you. Do y'all hear what I'm saying, man? Gerald, did you hear what I just said, Gerald? Gerald. I told Vlade about what, 6'10", Paige about what, 6'5". We'd rather go on a commercial flight than to get on the plane with this dude, man. But where my hip hop fans at? Because I want y'all to ask me a question. And maybe younger, but Gary, I need some young people to help me. I need some. That's why this guy not in the league. But y'all got to help me with something. Jared, check this out. Gerald, I saw this video, right? Saw this video. Saw this video, Jerry. I got to share with you. And I just don't understand what's going on. Y'all, somebody explain this to me. Because I just didn't understand it. Watch this.
You do. That's the question.
I interview people.
Why?
Because I want to get to know them.
Why do you want to get to know me?
I didn't.
You did.
Your team reached out to mine.
Don't cap. Let's not cap about that. Let's not flex for the gram. Uh-oh. CAP. Flag on the play. Cap.
What was that? Are you trying to make a song right now?
No, it was cap.
Okay. I honestly don't know how this came about. I'm not going to lie to you.
Me either.
Okay. My team could have reached out to yours. I'm not going to. I don't want to make you look bad.
They had to show me who Bobby was. I thought they were talking about Bobby Boucher.
Never heard of Offset in
The
my
water?
life.
Yes, you have.
I have not. I Googled
Damn.
you on the way here, and I read something about you.
I had to go on TikTok. I couldn't even Google you.
Thank you.
I had to go TikTok search. I couldn't Google you. Google's not there yet. You're not there yet. But you'll be there. But you're on TikTok.
Well, is this a joke? What is going on? Can somebody explain that exchange to me? Could somebody explain that? I guess y'all don't understand. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kevin Freeman. I just didn't understand what was going on. First of all, what is her ass doing interviewing him? I don't find these type of interviews enjoyable or interesting. Trey Phillips. Wait a minute. Trey Phillips. How you be knowing all of this, man? Huh? Talk to me. Because you got an eclectic taste of knowledge about these. Sonya, I thought it was some satire. What was he said? Hold up. Ed Russell. Hold up, Ed Russell. TikTok. She is famous on TikTok and now interviewing people. She has no idea who people are. She just interviewed Drake and he made her take it down. So this part of the skit, you know what, man? The first time I ever heard about this lady, it was today. Somebody sent it to me. I see why a guy want to go up in the stands and hit a damn lady security guard. He listening to this crazy ass stuff. Hey there, Rev Russell. Man, thank you, man. Don't you ever stop preaching the word, man. Because we need a word from the Lord. No, Sonya, Trey just made me think about it. Because I thought it was so stupid, it had to be staged. What are we doing, Mr. Russell? Mr. Russell, what are we doing? Lionel said, it's a joke hat. But he said, it's a joke hat. Was it a joke? Lionel, was it a joke? The football player came over there and he swung on a woman? Is that a joke? He says a guy named, I don't even want to know the guy name. I'm never going to listen to that shit. Somebody sent this damn stuff to me this morning. Talking about, Rob, what did you think about it? That does this, it's done on purpose to see how they would act. She is the one with... Thank you, Daryl Barnes. Thank you, sir. Yo, he says a joke. Can I share a quick little story with y'all? I want to share something with you. This ain't no joke. In 1893, I think, Frederick Douglass invited Ida B. Wells to lunch. If you don't know those two people, or look them up. She noted a place across the street, but indicated they would not receive service there. Mr. Douglas, in his vigorous way, grasped her arm and said, come on, let's go there. Together. They sauteed in, sashayed in, as if it was an everyday occurrence. Cocked and primed for a fight if necessary. Douglas grabbed a table and a chair for him and Wells as the paralyzed staff looked on. The standoff ensued with the waitstaff until the proprietor realized it was Frederick Douglass, the boss, and warmly welcomed him while sharing stories of the past times when Douglass visited his hometown. When the proprietor finally went to another part of the room, Mr. Douglass turned to Ida B. Wells with a roguish look and said, Ida, I thought you said that they didn't serve us here. It seems we're getting more attention than we wanted. Frederick Douglass spent his life fighting for justice and equality. He never knew the date of his birth. This is something he struggled with throughout his lifetime. Douglass believed that he was born in the month of February. In fact, records show that Douglass has, he was born February 1818. He chose February 14th for his birthday because his mother would always call him her little Valentine. Unfortunately, Douglass never knew much about his parentage. His mother, Harriet, was sold off when Douglass was but a child, and he only met her a few times before she passed away. Though born enslaved in Maryland, he escaped as a young man and became the leading voice of the abolitionist movement. And the reason I shared that with you, because I shared that damn foolishness with y'all and did not. So I had to come with something. I'm sorry. I had to come with something different. What's the kid name? Offset. So this was, see, I don't have TikTok. I've never downloaded it. I just something about it. I didn't like all the dancing in the beginning. So that's why I'm not finna. I thought it was a dance video thing. Right? When when it first came out, everybody, I feel like falling in love, all them TikTok. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing none of that. So I never put this the kind of foolishness that our kids are looking at. Unbelievable. I'll be right back. What's up, Mark? Mark, how come? Glad you right on time, Mark. How come? And look here. Some of y'all might be on this feed are guilty of this. And it's okay. I'm trying, I got Reverend Russell on here. I want him to exercise this demon up out of you. Because when I saw this tweet, he said, how come so many grassroots coaches talk down on kids playing with other teams? A couple of months later, that same kids jump ship and come on his team and is wearing his uniform. Then all of a sudden, y'all sleeping on this kid. I know there ain't 100 kids in America better than him, Jimmy Hicks. Talk to me. Y'all talk to me. Shout out to Jeffrey Day, Robert Carroll, putting on that event this weekend. Great content. Saw one of the little kids. They said, somebody said, hold up. I think Lathan tweeted this and I wrote it down. He said, things I learned from the Ball So Hard preseason jam. I'm talking about summer basketball. Get a good night's sleep before you play LaPorte High School. I guess LaPorte runs your butt to death. I guess they run you to death. I don't know. Then he said, I think Klein Oaks Hoop have relentless energy at both ends of the floor. Jude Weaver. Jude, I don't know who you are. Jude Weaver can get to his spot. C.E. King boys hoops have a big three. Thank you, Latham. When you tweeted that, I thought that was cool. So I thought I would share that with you. Because it just troubles me. Because yesterday, we get another tweet telling my grown men conspire to lobby college coaches to extend faith offers in your youth. If you done did that on here, let me know why you do it. College often feel extorted because if they don't comply, they risk being boxed out of future recruiting process by these particular grown men. Eventually, the kid ends up depressed and without offers. And I told these young kids yesterday, don't let these clowns in this summer basketball community depress you, young man. That's why I keep telling you to get in the lab and get if you're good enough, they're going to find you. If you're good enough, think about it. I've never heard of these kids before in my life. But guess what? My man, he just, wait a minute, here it is. And he tweeted to him, and he just showed me grassroots basketball. If it wasn't for Latham, I wouldn't have knew about, now I want to go watch LaPorte. Now I want to watch Klein Oaks. Now I want to know who Jude Weaver is. Then I want to the C.E. King. Why can't people talk positive about these kids like that? Alpha, yo. It's mighty quiet. All you're talking, it's mighty quiet. All I want to know, if you've done it before, it's okay. Y'all, I'm going to tell you how rapid it is. It's a dude was on the phone with me talking negative about a kid. And I said, man, that's y'all problem. Y'all talk negative about a kid. And guess what he said? I didn't say nothing negative about no kid. You just said it. How do these kids don't know what's going on? It's the grown-ups treating kids like pawns. Why? Tell me why. If a coach called me about a player, I'm going to just tell him how good I think the player is. Now, if your son can't play, I'm going to tell him that now. Because I can't mess around and mess up my reputation. See, our problem is why we always got to say something negative about people. He said, some evidently, remember, they want their player signed. So what? See, this is so weak. This don't mean your player gonna get signed. No, they don't get tricky with their language. They don't get tricky with their language. No, they don't. That's why the tweet is out there. They don't get tricky. They don't get tricky with their language, man. Mark Edwards, you mean you get tricky with your language? These dudes don't get tricky. They say they do say bad. They don't get tricky with no language. Man, I'm telling you, y'all comments making me think this. Y'all, it's all right if y'all done did it. I just want to know why you do it. Who on here to talk negative about another kid? I ain't said. Now, if the kid can't play, now, you say his ass can't play, then that's different. I'm talking about saying, you called me, asking me about one kid. Well, no, man, he ain't good enough to play for y'all. Coaches done told me that. I'm just asking, do we have anybody? I guess we ain't got nobody. We ain't got nobody. See, when y'all don't talk to me, I get leery now. I get real leery. When ain't nobody talking to me. Remind me, I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all. No, if you ain't did it, I'm just saying. I just want only negative thing I've ever said. See, thank you, Kendrick Lewis. Is that was TJ Ford the best player to come out of Houston? Not named why. You could have kept that, man. See, what I found out, the summer basketball community is so cloudy. So cloudy. I don't know where we're going to end up with it. It bothers me. Y'all got to understand, I had a son come through this same community. So this ain't a guy just up here. I don't get no events. I don't evaluate nobody. I'm a daddy just like y'all are. Parent. Keith Liggins said, these grassroots coaches be, hold on, let me see. Hold on, I'm hit the wrong one. He said these grassroots coaches be butt hurt because they were thinking that they were going to get a kid based on assumptions and conversation with a parent or kid, and they don't get the kid, so they try to attack the kid. Okay. They attack the kid on social media. Okay. I like that, Keith. I like that. Then Mark says, I would never give false information on a kid. I'm giving an accurate assessment based on, I got you. We ain't talking about you. You probably know somebody who has. But I got something for you. And y'all got to help me with this one. Y'all got to walk me off a ledge on this one. Because I'm going to bring you around. Where Mindy? Is Mindy still there? Somebody said Keith is correct. These grassroots coaches be hurt because they were thinking that they were going to get the kid based on assumptions of a conversation with a parent or kid, and they don't get the kid. So they try to attack the kid on social media. Yo, Keith, we really got some guys out there like that. Well, shit, I don't hang with none of them, no way. I hope not. I would never give, okay. Why would a high major coach who can get a 4 or 5-star on a regular submit to this type of blackmail? That's a good question. Guess why? This is what they told me. I asked them. First of all, the coaches can't refute it. They can't say nothing about it. But what I found out, Kevin Lewis, coaches have to watch how they handle these guys, because what happens, Kevin Lewis, these guys might not be able to help them get a player, but they can hurt them from getting a player. They can badmouth and say some things about the coach. In this competitive business, it's all somebody got to do is badmouth the coach. So the coaches, they go along to get along. You follow me? You got me? You got to understand, I found out that a lot of these dudes, like Kevin Lewis, you might can't help me get a player, but you can prevent me from getting one. You follow me? Shout out to Willie Sullivan. He said him and his wife enjoyed dinners at Mimi's last. Hold on, let me put this on. Hold on. I told y'all when you go to Mimi's what happened. I done told y'all. She's speaking of lunch. My wife and I enjoyed dinner at Mimi's lunch last week. Enjoyed the generous portions of catfish. Ooh, Chef Alaya. Excellent choice. Too full for bread pudding. We'll check it out. I like that. What's up, Doc? Kevin, you follow me, Kevin? Kevin, let me tell you something. Kevin, it's 2 things I want to tell y'all. Okay. I got to write one of them down because I might forget that. Oh, I got to write these down. I want to share these with y'all. Hold on. Okay. One of the reasons I gave a weekly shout out, a week-long shout out to Jared Harris for committing to Memphis, right? Because it's the first time that Memphis has gotten a player seriously out of this area. First time Penny probably even recruited in this area. And he won't say it, but I you know, Texas is different. You know, but he like everybody. Texas is different. And that's why I shouted out Jared Harris. You know, people, man, I'm glad you told me. Kind of late though. But summer coaches. I heard some of the weakest ass game y'all got. I'm trying to see how I'm going to put this one. My partner on the phone right now, they keep texting me back and forth. What would make a guy over a summer program? Check this out. Tell a parent. I'm trying to word this right. I'm just going to go and tell a parent. Come over here, man. I'm going to get you a lot of offers. Because we got the hookup over here. You're going to get a whole lot of offers over here. Go look. You're going to get a whole lot of offers over here. Sonya Billis. Let's say you ain't never watched Chop Shop and know these dudes are clowns and know these dudes coming at you. Parent, but one of these coaches come to you telling you about, I'm going to get you a lot of offers. That's the game. Ain't even, just so lucky some parents been watching the Chop Shop and say he never mentioned my son's development, my son's this, my son this. I'm going to get you some offers. Offers? That's what he said to this dude, Michael Smith. I don't know how true this is, but if I was Shaka Smart and I had the budget that he had, couldn't nobody box me out. Because all of these dudes for pay, I'd have paid all their ass and got whatever player I wanted to. Yeah, I said it. If I was Shaka Smart, wasn't to pay the player, I'd have paid. All these people boxing me out, them boxer hours, anybody got to sit up and try to box somebody out, that mean they got some shortcomings. All you had to do is buy him, Shaka. So I don't know about that Kedrick Lewis. Kedrick Lewis, he just wasn't tough enough. Because if I had the budget at Texas, you think I'm going to let somebody box me out? I'm going to buy the dude that's boxing out. These people said, I'm going to get you a lot that these people couldn't wait to get on the phone and call me. The bull jump. I like that. The bull jump. I like that. Frank, the man come over there, Frank, and said, we gonna get you a lot of offers. I was so disappointed. I was just so disappointed. Y'all just don't know. A lot of offers. I was disappointed. Jamie, I'm glad you're there.
Disappointed at what? What happened?
Somebody, they had a workout, saw a kid play, and people over the program, first thing they said to the mom, they didn't say nothing at the workout. They called her the next day and said, he need to come over here and play because we're going to get him a lot of offers.
Wait a minute. So it was a workout, a grassroots workout.
Yeah. They just went to the workout.
So that means with one organization working out, a workout or a trial?
Just no, a workout. Just in the gym.
So that means it's various guys.
You get everybody in there. But one particular person gonna call his mom the next day and say, you need to come over here and play with us. You're gonna get a lot of offers if you come over here. We gonna guarantee you because we got all the hookups with offers. After yesterday, you came on him. Man, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to keep pouring this clean glass of water, man, and hoping y'all drink it. Because there's some people want y'all to just keep drinking this dirty ass water that y'all been drinking for a long time in this community. It's so cloudy, I don't know where we're going to end up. It's unbelievable. We've got to start holding ourselves accountable. We have to hold one another accountable and hope that some will break through. Because constant drip on any hard surface. Constant drip. I got to keep dripping this. I got to keep a constant drip on any hard surface. Y'all ever watch if water keep hitting one spot and what happened? Something happened. If some keep, I got to keep this constant drip, man. I just didn't. And just so happened, the lady been watching the Chop Shop and said he never said nothing about how good my son can play. He never talked about how developed what they're going to. He just said we're going to get him a lot of offers. Mamas, please, if some clown like that said it to y'all, man, just hang up the phone and say, how you get my damn number? And go tell that person, don't you never get nobody my damn number again. How you get my number? Unbelievable. This just happened. Unbelievable.
Well, it appears that, you see, the awful word, the O word, is what is driving a lot of folks
Yes.
out of their element, out of their range, because everybody wants that O word. They wants that offer. And so a lot of these guys think that have figured it out that if that's what you want, then I can tell you I can get what you want for your son. I can get that. Now the catch to it is, as continuing from yesterday's conversation, Many of the times, the parents and especially the kid have little to no idea that the offers are not valid coupons. You think of an offer as you would do a coupon. And this is coming from another college coach from the Big 12 that I spoke with about this same topic. After the show, they all congregation, they had a meeting after the meeting. Man, what was y'all, so he says, which is a good analogy. He says, think of offers as coupons. Some coupon at the very bottom of them, the ones you get on in the Sunday paper.
It expires.
They have an expiration date. Some offers may only be valid for 1 day. Some offers may be valid for 1 month. But the offers that the college coaches present to the kids, the people don't know when it expires. You got me?
Don't nobody know that but the coach, right?
But the coach.
Okay.
So there's ways, so you have no idea unless you go and you can fact check and you can troubleshoot. You would have to call that coach and ask them out of respect. Coach, you offered me last month. Is that offer still valid today? And most 99.9% of the people do not do such thing, which it makes the coaches' jobs easier because that's less time they have to take out of their workday to entertain those questions. And at the same time, now the truth be told, and like I said, I love that the coach, if you're watching, great analogy about the offer, about the coupon scenario, because that's a way for some people to understand and to look at it a different way on when you get these offers. It's like coupons. And the thing is, a lot of people, you'll go and you'll take that offer unknowingly, and you'll hold it and think it's still valid. And a lot of people out there know that offer is not valid, right? And that's when the heckling comes from afar. That's when it turned to hater. You claiming you got haters when, truth be told, you just didn't educate yourself good enough to fact check, because a lot of people, that offer may or may not be still valid. And I made efforts to make myself get smarter in order to help you guys to get smarter, to provide intel that you can use your own circumstantial conclusions about these college coaches. So what did I do? For those of you that aren't based in the greater Houston area, 2 weeks ago, we started comprising a list of the college coaches who came into Houston and frequented many of our local high schools, right? So what that did, it gave a lot of people the opportunity to become abreast as to what was going on in the area. Who's coming? That might have been a school at Hatter's favorite college, Boogaloo State. They might have came. And Boogaloo State might have went and saw Mike Collins go in his open gym at Shadow Creek High School. Mm-hmm. Well, if you attend Dawson High School, Hightower High School, Pearland High School, Manville High School, or even Madison High School,
you can reach all of them.
Those schools are within 10 minutes driving distance from Shadow Creek High School. And if that coach did not come see you at one of those schools, and you thought that coach or that school was on you, that's your way to draw a circumstantial conclusion. They didn't even call you. They didn't say, they ain't getting your DM and say, hey, big head. They ain't do none of that. They just came all the way out there. Got something to eat. They ain't asked you none of that. They didn't ask that summer coach come and get some what's my little old Mexican restaurant right there by the Shadow Creek? I like it. My
Which one? Lupe Tortilla?
No.
Gringo.
Gringo. That's the
Yeah,
Gringo.
Gringo. Yeah.
Boy, I ain't had a margarita in a month. Boy, goddamn, oh, I'm having reflux. I'm shot the shakes right now. I ain't had a Let me drink this water just to. That keep me down. That good alkaline. Now, but understand this nigga going crazy. So you guys understand it's a way to educate yourself. And if we know the problem, this is one of many. We know about this problem now. So now becomes the second layer, like going around a track. We on this curve now. What are you going to do about it?
So when a summer basketball coach tell you, we gonna get you a lot of offers, red flag.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's you need to ask questions. How are you going to do that if this coach haven't seen my kid play?
Right. I got you.
Watch what I can do. Watch this right here. Just be stand right here. And that's what someone do. They'll pick up the phone and they'll call a coach in front of you. And they'll say, coach, and some coaches would go along with the game. They will go along with this. You don't realize what's at stake, guys. A lot of the guys are gatekeepers, and there's many guys that have many keys for their particular gates. And so these coaches they don't need these guys to be on their bad side. They don't need these guys to make their job more difficult, because tomorrow they may have a pro. Tomorrow they may have a Division I prospect. So you just go along with it. It's easier for the college coach to just go along with the ploy, but they don't like doing it. They hate it with a passion. Understand that part. They hate it for the most part. I haven't met not one college coach that loves in being engaged in that type of situation.
They shouldn't, man. Most humans ain't gonna want to do that.
Guess who love it though?
Who?
That kid and all his mammy or pappy that's standing right there listening on the three-way.
No, they don't love it, Jimmy. No, they don't love it. They love the illusion of it because it's an illusion. They don't love it.
They don't know that's what I understand. So how at that time, they are unbeknownst that
that's right.
Is an illusion. So at that point,
so the summer coach is to blame.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
Because you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. What happened to good old-fashioned recruiting? Good old-fashioned recruiting. Go get some tennis shoes, stack them up on your hood or whatever in your trunk, and pass your gear out. Come on through the gym and prance through that with your gear, and you give your play, and the kid gonna come or he ain't. Now it's like, so you think that's the thing that gets me. Y'all honestly believe, you really just think about this stuff. That's why it's so you guys are, I know you're smarter than this. Sometimes you just don't want to do the work. Do you really honestly believe that I don't want to call names, so I just call names of programs. Do you think that with the whole body of work and the amount of professionals that then came through certain programs in this city, they had fair share of guys that played in the NBA, right? Or played in McDonald's All-American games. Houston Defenders have had pros. Houston Hoops have had pros. JL3 just started 4 years ago, right? So that cycle is
so Houston Hoops had pros and who?
Houston Defenders, right? Okay. I mean, I'm just talking about the sneaker teams that are existing right now.
I got you.
Right now we have 3 in the area right now. Defenders, JL3, Houston Hoops. Trace T-Mac, they just started 3 years ago.
Right.
So they don't have a cycle that has churned out to
a pro yet.
Conversation. But however, do you honestly think that if Tracy McGrady was to pick up the telephone and call half the black coaches around this United States of America, they would not call him back or they would not answer his phone call? Do y'all honestly believe that he could not get a guy on the phone? Do you honestly believe that?
That don't mean he gonna get you no offer though.
That don't mean they don't get you offer, but getting them on the telephone. That's my point. All of that,
Oh, yeah.
the trickery that goes on. I can get them offers. If Tracy McGrady was to call Jerry Stackhouse at Vanderbilt and say, Stack, man, I need you to offer this kid. He could play that game if he wanted to, but Tracy McGrady knows he knows what a pro looks like, or he's supposed to. So my point is, all of those guys, if you are a sneaker program, you got access to any coach they call, they're gonna pick up the phone or they're gonna return the call, and they're gonna be at their beckoning. So that's the thing. That's all that goes across the board. That's left unsaid. But then people think then he goes, you transfer over, we take this over to the independents. So the independents would try to go and prove to people that they are the equivalent of the sneaker programs. No, you're not. You might have a team that could beat them, but your structure and whatever in the way that you're set up, in most cases, trust me, there's an exception to every rule. Yes, they are. Yes, there are some out there that got some funding behind them, but they still not able to play against that type of talent every weekend. So it's not the same. So, but they'll try to make you believe it's the same. Guess what? Once we can get closer to identifying what we are, that means people look at the scale, get on the scale, look down and see what you weigh. You weigh what you weigh. Then we can move on and get better. But we try to make all these people think, and that's why it gets really touching, because every year around this time, people like myself, I'm fresh out of coming to the gym over at University of St. Thomas. We always use them as a prop in these types of conversations, because they are one of the few, they're the only non-Division I four-year school in Houston, right? If I'm not mistaken. They're the only four-year, with a basketball program. With not counting Houston Community College. We have junior colleges.
That's 2 years. Them 2 years. They 2 years. Right.
So this is what I'm saying. It's nothing wrong with starting from the bottom going up. Too many people, you're being lured to reach for the top. Ain't no wrong with reaching for the top. But understand something. You're bypassing and blocking all these blessings. And a lot of these same coaches that you're ignoring, by the time your kid get from the 9th to the 12th grade, those coaches are going to be Division I coaches. Some of them going to get promotions. When they get promotions, they're going to remember the parent. And if it's a tie go to the good people. Tie going to always go to the good person. If it's a close race, they're going to go to the person that made their job easier.
You talking about the college coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course, the new Bible college. That's the new one. They haven't started yet. That's the one with Lyndon Rose helped found it, and Danny Evans is the coach now. And they are, from what all accounts, they are deemed to be legit right now. And once they start their season, which is coming up, they have practices already. But they are a 4 years team, and they're supposed to be they're going to be playing against some exhibitions against Division I's. And
they're going to play against TSU, I think.
Well, he's on the board. That makes sense.
No, his wife on the board.
Well, yes.
What?
Yes.
He on the board.
Yes. He is the board of U of H.
Yeah.
His wife's on the board at TSU.
Yeah.
So that's but you guys get what I'm saying. And of course, you say North American University is a 4-year program. What conference? Yeah, TSU played them 1 year, didn't it?
Yeah, beat them up. Beat them by 1,000.
I thought they was what's the name of that school? That was on the.
You thought that was Bishop Sycamore?
Hey, TSU beat them dudes like they were Bishop. We need to play their ass again to get some wins, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, whoa. Where my rings at? Man, you ain't finna do me like that, man.
It's homecoming week, man. Where your burger at? Where your colors at? Rep your colors.
I'll do it tomorrow.
All right.
But Jimmy, you got to realize I'm not an alumni there. You know what? You're going to make me go take some classes over that joint. You're going to piss me off, make me go take a class over there so I can be alumni. Then I'm going to talk so much stuff.
You're going to be like Rodney Dangerfield. At
Yeah. Back to school. You show, boy. Jimmy.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. I'm going to walk in there and say, wait a minute, Shakespeare on me. That's a good one. But now what else got? What else? But no, North American University, yeah. But somebody said something else, Jimmy, I saw. It's called CBS College. That's the name of the college. CBS.
Yes, College of Biblical Studies.
Yeah.
College of Biblical Studies.
Yeah.
That's the name, CBS.
That's good. That's good. Jimmy, you remember my young fella that went to Shriner College? You remember Bronson Evans who went to Langham Creek? You remember I asked you about him a long time ago? Yeah. Then he went to Shriner. I think he got 1 year left. So he playing at the Biblical Studies too now. He got a year eligibility left.
Your little kid from Prairie View, he went to NAIA. I ran across his name yesterday.
Which one?
Faith Williams.
Oh, Faith. Wait a minute. You talking about Calvin Williams' brother?
Faith Williams, no, that's the kid from Dickinson. His brother played with Tremont Mark on that team. Marcus Williams, who went to A&M, went to Wyoming, and A&M.
Oh, okay.
San Francisco now. But remember, Faith was the starting guard at Prairie View. Remember, he scored by 25 on TSU one year, I think, didn't he? And then he got in had a little turbulence over at Prairie View to get up out of there. And now I think he's at Houston-Tillotson. That's where he was this past season. I didn't realize that. I was looking through some of their stats, and I saw one young man on there that, I got to call his pops. His pops worked at Frito-Lay, and I can't think his name. He went to Dawson. His name started with a B. Little guard. Anybody watching right now, you know what I'm talking about. Houston-Tillotson. Man, that kid, he scored 25 one game. He's started all season long that he was healthy for Houston-Tillotson. And this was a young man that got caught in that lure of the Division I that everybody's sleeping on you because the Division I schools ain't calling you. And I would always tell the dad, hey man, that bus ain't gonna come right now. He could play college ball for somebody. Y'all just gotta embrace it. And once he embrace it, just go and push through with it. And let the chips fall where they may.
Hey, Jimmy, I remember you told, I don't know if it was you or not, and you was telling me, somebody was telling me about how when you look at your offers, right? And let's say you got 3 from this one conference and 1 from another conference, right? 3 from one conference, 1 from another conference. And he was just talking about how you determine. Somebody told me if 3 people in that same conference offer you, you're going to be pretty good in that conference. Is that correct? I mean, what's the formula? What's the formula for that?
That makes, I mean, that generally makes sense if you know all 3 of them have seen you play.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah.
If you know they've all seen you play.
Okay.
Because every now and then with today's thing, that could be just like a person can get a fake offer from one, he can get a fake offer from another.
Okay. Gotcha.
All of them think they could be the first one. I'm just telling you, but if all of them seen you play, you could tell if you're being recruited. And there's hardly ever an offer that's committable if a player has yet to be recruited. They're going to stall you to get you on the campus because they want to learn. Certain coaches don't have the same luxury as others. Certain coaches are on the last lap. They can't afford to make any mistakes. They can't afford to bring any headaches in. Certain coaches, and more years, especially basketball, because football is strength in numbers. You're dealing with 80 kids, 100 kids a year, and with a hell of a turnover. But in basketball, you got a situation where kids are coming in and with allegations of rape, with allegations of gun pistols, allegations of street activity, and more coaches are being held accountable, and they can lose their contracts. They can lose a lot of their bread, right? If they mess around and get fired messing with the wrong kid. So that means my point, back to the point, is more people are going to recruit you. They're going to try to do more homework before actually getting the process. And guess what? There's been a couple of times in the past few years where kids have committed, but they didn't receive a letter of intent to sign. You still got to get that letter of intent. Now that's happened before, but that's very, very, very rare. But it's happened before. And there are some kids that have committed before social media, and the school didn't even know they had committed. Like, hell, I don't even know this dude. He committed to who? That happened a couple of times in football on a national scale a couple of years ago. But yes, you could tell. Just like dating. This stuff is like a relationship. You could tell if a girl ain't called you back, Alan, in a month. Do y'all still go together?
Yeah, we still go together.
Okay.
I just ain't caught up with. Hey, it ain't her time this month. It wasn't her time. No, I'm just messing around.
That's the thing on that, man. Guys, it's we also want to give you guys, before we get ready to land this plane, and the rankings was updated, released yesterday for the seniors in Greater Houston. They're on rcssports.com. rcssports.com. You go up to the top, click on rankings. You need no membership. You need no login, none of that to go and view the rankings. And a lot of those young men also have video that's right below their photos and videos. So if you happen to see a young person that does not have either of those, then make sure you contact and send us an email with a updated photo that was not taken by another recruiting service or an outlet. I don't need, that's other people's property. So if you're gonna take a picture, you put your kids down on the wall, take a picture of them, a screenshot of them right there on the against the wall or something, or a recent picture that you own, then you can send me and we will use. I'm not using the picture, once again, that nobody else is on. And I hope other people will give the same courtesy of our intellectual property that you use in such forms. But today, how do we release the class of 2025?
Any surprises?
One kid that surged up that up the charts on this list, and just like you surge up, trust me, you can surge down in the same manner. And that is Trey Lewis from Grand Oaks High School. He was in the 20s and surged up into the top 15. And mainly in part, he played well during the summer, but he received some really high reviews from those bench coaches, which were college coaches, at the recent B Elite camp, which had players from all over the country. So to me, that has a little weight.
How did he get invited
to that camp? I would assume various people get invited various ways into camps like that. From locally, first of all, you local, and if you ranked on somebody, probably some people look at it. If you ranked in somebody's top 25, then you eligible if you solicit yourself. Some grassroots coaches may have solicited him for an invite, but it didn't. Don Showalter, that was a collaboration between Don Showalter and John Lucas, that particular camp. That was their first time actually doing a camp together. So that's what helped attract a lot of the kids from around the country.
I'm sorry. Can I take Sebastian is number 1 now.
Yeah.
He wasn't number 1 at first, was he?
No, not the last list.
Last list, who was it? Number 1?
Shelton.
Oh, so they just John. Okay, I'm messing around, but Jimmy, I got to show y'all this before we get out of here, Jimmy. We're gonna get back to this. I got to. Yeah, it wouldn't be right if I don't serve. I got. Hold up, it didn't pop up yet. Oh, daddy, yeah, I got it. Jimmy, I'm a homer now, so don't get mad. Here you go. I'm unmuting myself. Y'all, that's Curtis Given, 4-star guard, Montverde University. I'm not, Montverde High School. He had his visit to Memphis this weekend. If we can get this kid, it's gonna be. Penny came and picked him up in his Rolls Royce truck, and they had a great weekend. Him and his dad's going to fly up Wednesday from Memphis. Yeah, he's from Memphis, by the way. He's from Memphis, and he made Memphis his last visit. Curtis Givens. Y'all watch him this year with Montverde. And I just had to, I had to play that because I was just, it's some significance sometimes when kids make your certain thing your last visit. And he wanted to come home for his last visit. And Penny picked him up 12 o'clock at night. They had a great weekend. People all over Memphis was talking about it. So I just shared this to my Memphis people on here. Tanya, I know y'all, she probably already knew, but that's for y'all. But now, back to these rankings. Because I see some guys, I'm just looking. You know who I want to see? I've never really seen Nigel Walls. I've never seen him really play. Never seen Jeremiah Cooper. Never seen Dorian Hayes. I've seen Jamal Crayshan. See, Jimmy, did you know his name was Crayshan?
I ain't know how to pronounce it.
It's Crayshan, like Crayshan. Yeah. So,
I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And I never seen Tyrus Mays. I never seen Trey Lewis, Scotty Guillory, Howard King. Never seen those guys play. I'm just, Jason Scott, I've never seen him play. But hey, I guess, but this LeBoy guy used to be way up, Jimmy.
He was up?
Yeah, I thought he was. I be hearing about him all the damn time.
Yeah, he and one of the things is, a lot of those kids you just named is funny as hell. Of course, in all the other news, you mentioned Sebastian, Shelton Henderson, and Nigel Walls. Mm-hmm. All three of those were invited to the USA basketball mini camp, which is going to take place October the 6th through the 8th. That's bittersweet. In regard to, it's more sweet.
Why is bittersweet?
Yeah, I'm talking about for me.
Why?
Me. Only me.
Okay.
Not bittersweet. Nobody.
Why for you?
Because that's the weekend for the Super 16 extravaganza.
Oh, so where they gonna be at? Where they playing at? Where?
Colorado Springs.
Oh, I love Colorado Springs.
So that means there are three respective high schools. Well, St. John's wasn't in it. We knew Sebastian was going to get invited months ago.
Oh, so, I see what you're saying now. I got you.
I never had St. John's part of the field for that particular reason, because without him, they are not nowhere near as competitive.
No.
Now, Bel Air and St. Francis Episcopal, on the other hand, those two teams are still competitive enough.
They are?
Without those two guys.
Oh, okay.
They're still competitive. St. Francis, think about it. You just looked at the list. Mm-hmm. They don't have Nigel, but you mentioned John LeBoy.
Yeah.
Right? They still have John. They still have Amarion Harvey. Still have him. Okay. They still have the GMs from the Houston Rockets' son on that team, right?
I saw that kid play. That kid can't play.
Yeah, but on high school, how he's serviceable. He's serviceable. He's not a Division I prospect, but he's serviceable for the high school ranks.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted now. I mean, just we're looking at D1 eyes. So, and it's not just him. They have a couple of more guys on that particular.
But when you mention his damn name, I think he
right.
good.
Hodge is on that team as well. And that's another kid. So they have enough ranked players, 3 in the top 50 from that team, excluding Nigel, for St. Francis still competitive. So and of course Shelton, they still have big LJ Andrews on that team, who's a top 15 player in the area. So he and then they have a pretty decent support cast, and that's in Bel Air. Guess what? Me and Glover go all the way down. So one player, I ask him, man, are you still got enough to fight with? I can move you to the showcase. Oh no, we definitely got enough to fight with. We'll see. So that's how that goes with relationships. Otherwise, Coach Glover wouldn't have had the choice. I gave him the choice because we go back like that. I've eaten at his dinner table. So that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to remind folk when you think about relationships, how you can measure them, as I talked about it last month. I've eaten at his dinner table. I took my shoes off in his house before. So that's a different, where I come from and where most people that's my age come from that's kind of like a different, that's supposed to mean something. It's supposed to mean something. That don't mean it don't do, but it's supposed to. But I see, how do you see some more names over there?
No, I'm looking at people texting me, messing with me. But what time is? What time we got? Oh yeah, we got a couple more minutes. No, I'm just looking. I'm just looking.
So they kidding the little kid.
I didn't mean it like that, y'all. Let me take that back. So let's take that back. Let's take that back. I take that back. What you call it? I misspoke.
Now you know what? As you looking through this list, and it's on rcsports.com, the amount of players that's the Super 16 extravaganza, that's the fall high school championships, takes place October the 6th through the 8th. Check this out. Take away number 1, number 3, and number 5. That's Sebastian, Sheldon, and Nigel. Exclude them. Number 2, John Clark is going to be at Super 16. Number 4, Montana Wheeler is going to be there. Number 6, Bryson Wheatfall is there. Number 7, Jeremiah Cooper is there. Number 8, Dorian Hayes is there. Number 9, Jamal Creation. As I said right, he's there. Number 11, let me see. Grand Oaks didn't play. They had some football players, so I didn't put them in. Katie Tompkins, I invited them. The coach didn't respond. The Woodlands Christian, by the time I was texting the previous coach, I did not realize they had a coaching change at the Woodlands Christian. Right? So I'm texting the previous coach.
And he ain't answering
me back. So then that's how the Woodlands Christian did not get into this field. Otherwise, I would have gotten them in. Didn't know until it was too late. I'm like, this dude, I thought he was really, really went to Hollywood on me and wasn't responding. But that's what the deal with, in case you're wondering, anybody from the Woodlands Christian. Number 14, Shadow Creek, they're there. Right? I mentioned Anthony Andrews, we call him LJ from Bel Air. They're in there. Westbury Christian is in there. Dickinson is in there. That's number 18. Number 19 is there. Number 20 is there. Number 21 is there. Number 22. Number 23. Number 24. All these guys are there.
Now this the Super 16.
Yeah, all these guys in the action. So it's going to be kind of cool. That's going to be that's the only tournament that takes place during the fall. And I don't know if you guys ever realized that. There's a lot of shootouts, a lot of one-day events. Mm-hmm. This is the only tournament in the state of Texas for boys basketball that takes place during fall ball. This and Super 16, it has been taking place. The first year of existence for this event was 2004. 2004, and I think our very first event back then had on the RCS Sports app. It even say who the winners are. I have a bracket. Printed out right here. 2004, the first winner was Bel Air. As a matter of fact, here, you guys look at it for yourself. Right? These are the winners of the Super 16 in all of the years. You see that?
Well, you got a typo at the bottom there, bro.
Misspelled?
No. 2000. You got 20 instead of 2914 instead of 2014. You was just going too fast at the bottom.
Yeah.
You
We
was
get
going
that.
too fast.
We get on the
Yeah.
spread sheet.
Yeah, get that right.
Right there.
You know I
You
be
know,
looking. You know
I'm the
how
one
that's
that
I am.
I'm the one that typed it too. That's a good one. I'm
I
gonna fix
already know it. I already know. You try to go fast sometime and know your ass can't go fast.
to 2014.
And see, what nobody else gonna tell you that either.
Yeah, everybody ain't looked at it that far. They
And
ain't gonna
everybody's
get
screen ain't big. My
there.
screen big as a mother. Yeah, there you go.
I make myself notes all the time. I got them stickers like Mary Jane, put them on the murals, and I just go through the stickers. But other than that, guys, that's
Yeah, let's
pretty
get
much.
out of here.
Guys, go check those rankings out, and if you have one of those players that don't have a photo and a video, make sure you send the photo. Now, the video component, we are only using Archie Young or Jeffrey Day video. We're not using nobody else's video, highlight film. So that means if you need to get a highlight reel to put on there, then you contact one of those young men, and we endorse those are people that we endorse.
Yeah.
So
that's been an issue lately. People try to put their own videos on.
No, you can't.
Really.
They can't put their own.
Huh?
We have to. They can't put their own up there. We have to put.
I know. So, but okay. So, I mean, have anybody had a request that I got my own video? Have anybody?
They don't know.
Oh, so you just cutting it off before it even happened?
Before it even happened.
Okay.
Some people already, now people have said yes. Yeah, we got a video. No. You can't use. You got to use one of those.
So you got to pay. You got to pay to play.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's.
Yeah, because them videos ain't for free.
Well, we know also it's a way of helping those young men to be able to eat. So those videos that people have highlight reel, that mean they got a video from one of those guys. And a video, you get the right kind, it can last you a whole year. Right? The right video. And we know the videos ain't got no bugs in it. It ain't gonna mess up, ain't gonna shut down and break down our website.
Wow, yeah. Right.
You see, it's another thing. So they're
viral.
viral.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's another component of it. And we know that the music is going to be respectful for the most part on the videos that these young men put together.
Wait a minute, you said for the most part.
I mean, I don't listen to every doggone song, but for the most, they know. If I say for the most part, if something sneak through and I don't know about it, but it's supposed to be
it's supposed to be PG
family friendly videos, So that's pretty much on there. But I'm liking this list. We only went all the way. We only went to 50 players on the list.
Good.
12 and 11 graders, and we extended to 180 respectively when the magazine comes out, which will be the last installment of rankings for RCS Sports. Remember, we are going out of the ranking business. That ain't a business to me. It's a headache.
Business. Yeah, right.
It's not a business to me, and I can get more done and make it much more easier for my life, and by moving forward. So we're not doing rankings after the 2020, after December the 31st, 2023. No more rankings for RCS Sports. So those we will have a system in place. We will introduce to you guys later and let you guys know how this stuff is going to go. And we'll tell those details we will share at the respective time for you guys. Meanwhile, don't forget this weekend we got the junior varsity shootout over at Aldine Davis High School. That's going to be in the shadows of the Gasso event, which is taking place about 2 miles away at the MI3 Center. So we put that event over there out of respect. See how respect goes. I contacted those guys with Texas Hoops and Gasso and let them know, hey, yo, this was months ago. I know you guys are coming to Houston on this particular day for the varsity event. How you feel if I put up a junior varsity event, which I've had going on before you came on this date, but you happen to be this close on this particular date. You know, we got junior varsity going to be down the street. Is that going to be a conflict? No, Hicks, we good with that. Appreciate it. I can't take but 18 teams anyway, which we are filled up for this particular JV event. It's a fundraiser for Ben Davis High School. That means every penny that comes through the door goes to that school. Every penny that goes through the snack bar goes to that school. Every penny that comes from the team entry fees goes to that school. And that's one of the things where people wonder why and how my relationships with these school districts are so strengthened on a year-to-year annual basis is because these school districts know that I provide more than one event throughout the season, throughout the calendar year, whereas I'm giving back. I'm donating my services and for little to nothing and giving them and making it, I'm building a motor for these schools to have fundraisers. In October the 14th, speaking of fundraiser, we got one for Humble ISD, Tascasita High School, located in Humble ISD. Now, on that one right there, guess what? October the 14th, the freshman fall championships, all spectators get in free. But we're going to ask you to bring a pair of socks in return. Everybody come with a pair of new socks. We'll have buckets, trash cans, bins located near the front door. Drop a pair of socks in the bin. And the school, those members of Atascocita High School, their basketball program is used that during the community service during the Thanksgiving holidays. They're going to go out in the communities and give out socks to those in need. This is a real great project. That's why I tell people all the time, encourage and bring young people. That's free admission in exchange for bringing a pair of socks. And it teach people about giving back. And that when they drop them new socks, it don't take a 6-pack. One pair, all it take. You want to give us a 6-pack? You want to give a 12-pack? That's great. They are going to those in need. And you guys will be surprised how many even just players, even though a task season is going to go out and give stuff away, there may be players in that program that they take their shoes off. They ain't working with 3-4 pair of socks. That's all they got in rotation. You'd be surprised. Some of y'all know. Y'all had some of y'all sons, homeboys come over to y'all house and a nerd take their nasty ass shoes off and y'all can smell it in the next room. Y'all know that? Athlete's foot don't just start on its own. It come from a period of process.
Jimmy, you can have a lot of socks and your feet still the stink. Yeah,
it can hide it though. At the fresh pair make it, you're gonna pass the look test.
Man, she gonna come right through that. That stank come through the covers.
Yeah, sure,
man, let's get out of here, man.
Get out of here, man. So y'all make sure you share the show if you haven't done so. And yeah, I see Alfio in his classroom. Shout out to the class, the media class over at Legacy, the School of Sports Science. Shout out to those guys, inspiring. It's next year, Alfio, you in the summer, you got to give that program got to give us a couple of interns. That's how you work that thing all the way through. Now, you give us some interns. That way, the kids can get some experience. Especially if they choose to go into journalism once they get into college, they get some experience. And but anyway, we'll talk about that later on. Anyway, guys, make sure you share the show on your way out the door. And we up out of here for now. We'll see you. Chop Shop. Peace.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.